Hello everyone and welcome back to a live stream with Azarac9 where we have some Minecraft tonight. So, uh, okay, so we're having Minecraft, but we're doing something more chill tonight because I didn't want to go through all the work of, building a farm in creative and then having to gather all the resources. It's been a busy couple, well, I guess week and a half-ish, like last week and this week. Um in terms of real life stuff, and it's kind of knocked my energy low. So we're just we're on the cruise control of energy. That's very low. Um, but we're still here. We're still doing stuff, and we're still gonna get things accomplished. Hopefully tonight. Possibly things that I've been sort of neglecting that I keep saying I'm gonna do that I don't end up doing. Uh, So we'll see. We'll see how far we get with all the stuff that we're gonna do. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and pop on to the world of the Minecraft. Shall we? Hop on to the lovely Bunnycraft Season 2. But yeah, real life stuff will probably cause some more effect to streamy bits, unfortunately. But hopefully, it won't stop streams completely. We'll have to see how my energy works as I, get started with some new stuff. Of course, I will let you guys know if I end up taking a break or anything like that, even if it is, random and sudden, kind of like my last one. I guess both of my other two were kind of random, right? But yeah, I'll let you know through Twitter. I'll let you know in a video or in a stream if I'm aware. I'm hoping that I don't have to stop, but there may be, a couple days here and there while I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna not do a stream or something, just, try to keep my energy from, I don't know, exploding and disappearing. I don't know exactly. We'll see. So I did a little bit of AFK here at the mob farm. Mostly to repair my tools, and because I was like, oh god, noises in the ear. Hello, Darcidian, I'm sure it's you, right? Unless it's Vesper playing a card. Oh, piano. Oh, we're starting the stream off with piano tunes. Okay. Here, admire how many gunpowders we have. Look at it, it is amazing. Yeah, we have a lot of gunpowder these days. Enough for many rockets. But yeah, so hopefully, stream stuff will continue, and I won't, disappear completely off the face of the earth. Don't steal all my gunpowder, Darcidian. That's rude. You're not allowed to steal all my gunpowder. I've also got a lot of bones, which I was actually at the moss farm earlier, and I was thinking like, oh, I need bone meal and stuff, and I was just like, this thing takes forever, and then I remembered the mob farm makes plenty of bones, so I've got plenty of bone meal, honestly, for the next couple farms that I'm hoping to make. Don't leave me, carrots, Darcidian. Apparently I can't open things. Oh, here. Okay, so the thing is up. Let's click. Let's try 11. Go on, play. There we go. Fine, I will leave you fussy cat food. Darcidian, no. You can AFK here too, and like get some stuff, but don't steal all of it. Don't steal all of it. It took me a while to get all this stuff. Especially now that I have both sides, it works pretty fast. Like I've already emptied it, of the rotten flesh at least once, because like I think it was like this was filled and I think this was halfway filled Or no, I think both these were filled. And then this one was starting to fill up, and so I did that with the clerics and stuff. Okay, let's go. We've got some more casual things to do rather than another, you know, farm. Well, I do kind of want to see how the sheep farm is doing, because I haven't actually been here. I'm sure it's doing well. At least well enough. Oh, yep, things are going in. This is a nice little tune. We don't have all the wolves quite yet. Still working on that. We might end up using some of this, because I was debating about going to the Nether to go find netherite, or well, ancient debris, but I'm not entirely sure that's what I'm gonna do yet. Apparently I missed a filter. Weird. Okay, some of the wool does still end up back here, which might just be a chunk thing. Hoping that's what it is. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what to do tonight. Just some casual things. I did some moving around of like villagers. Apparently I can't jump today. Or fly. I'm having trouble flying today. I think there's some lag I'm dealing with via the internet. But let's see. So yeah, I moved these guys. One of them may have died. On purpose. But yeah, so I've got three cleric dudes now. It was weird. So I've got 3 clerics. I'm going to get a whole bunch of these guys, these stone masons, to fill in the spaces, because I want to have all the different colors of terracotta. So there's, you know, this guy, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, of course, these 8, and then that will be 16. Although I'm still sad that you can't get, like, the undyed terracotta as a trade. Because, you know, that would be nice, too. I wouldn't mind the extra work of having to farm all the dyes. I also moved this guy over from that corner, because I figured, you know, why not just have all the librarians together? So, you know, that's a thing. I do want to try to figure out names for the rest of my armor, because so far only my pants and my boots are named. And I'm thinking I might end up making the rest of my tools, as well as my backup armor, you know, just in case anything ever happens. So, if you guys have any, you know, ideas for names or anything, you know, let me know. I'm not very good at the whole naming thing, so any help would be very much appreciated in that regard. We've got plenty of levels for naming stuff, so. Let's see. Oop, wrong thing. Oh, got this. So I've got some diamonds. Got a few. Not as many as the, you know, the hermits or anything. Darcidian, no. How dare you suggest such a thing? I already have names for my boots. I forgot to play the song a second time. Darcidian, I said wings and my hat and my chest plate. All of my boots have names. Every single pair of my boots have names. The Talaria after, you know, Hermes' winged shoes or winged sandals, my snow sneakers, and the water walkers. So, yeah, Darcidian, your names are not helpful. Just so you know. It's not helpful. What was I gonna do? Oh. I mean, I guess I should make the wings, hat, chest plate. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know why. I don't need more diamonds for that. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna name my backup armor. I might. I don't see why I shouldn't, you know? It wouldn't hurt. Darcidian, I'm not a furry. I'm not gonna name it after furries. It's very rude. Forgot to get my sticks. I'm gonna go grab my sticks. I would prefer something themed to the wing model that I have. Since like right now I've got, you know, butterfly wings. As my elytra model. What was I doing? Oh, my sticks. Gotta get my sticks. Can you like fly, please? Thank you. Like, I'm trying to name things based off of their use. Not just random stuff. Like, the Guardian Greaves were kind of, you know, barely named, honestly. Like, the wristwatch is named after a Percy Jackson thing. My sword is also named after Percy Jackson stuff. I might, you know, might just be a Percy Jackson fan, in case you know, didn't realize that. Let's see, more diamonds. Okay, so I know I wanted a second shovel. So second shovel. I've got both of my diamond hoes. I've got both my pickaxes. I need another axe. And I want a diamond sword. Come on, at least sugar gliders are cute. No, Darcidian. I mean, sugar gliders are kind of cute. Ouch. You do have, but Sabertooth or Darcidian, this is armor. This is armor, not. It's not clothing. It's armor. Also, why did I come over here again? I forget. Oh, because I had a sword, wasn't it? I had a sword with stuff on it already, and I was debating on whether I wanted to keep that or make a new sword. Let's see. With how many cats you have, even your armor would have cat hair. Darcidian, you are a snoodle. You're an absolute snoodle. In fact, you're such a snoodle that I'm gonna snoodle you in chat. Haha! Snoodle command activated. Let's see now, what was I gonna do? Grab this. Oh god, noises in the ear again. Which one did you play, Darcidian? What superpower would you like to have? Oh, that's a good one. Superpower would probably be, it would be either shapeshifting or flight. Most likely shapeshifting, because then I could fly and, you know, do all the other things that I would ever want. Ow. But shapeshifting is pretty cool. Like, I could give myself wings or something, and, like, I could fly, and, like, I don't know, I could turn into animals, and I could do all sorts of cool things as a shapeshifter. So, you know. Let's see. don't have names for my fishing rods either. I need names. Just names. Well... Diamond sword. Diamond sword. We're gonna stick an anvil here. It's our trusty, dusty anvil. Oh, and I guess my axe also has a name. And most of my stuff has names. I mean, I've got the golden spoon. I think I had notes written somewhere, didn't I? I feel like I did. Oh, you know what I also forgot? Oh, but I don't have the I might have inventory space. I think I do. Is I want to grab... Can I... My goodness, I cannot fly today. What the heck is up with that? My tridents. And I think there's 3 tridents that I can have. One with the channeling, one with loyalty, and, you know, one with the, I don't remember what it was called. Can't remember now. Riptide. So one with channeling, one with Riptide, and one with loyalty. Well, I mean, all of them would technically have loyalty, but you know what I mean. Or at least I hope you know what I mean, because I only partly remember what I mean. It's been a while since I've looked at the thing. Because channeling is to summon lightning. Loyalty is so that it comes back to you. And Riptide is so that you can, you know, go through the air when it's raining. That's what I remember. Oh, and we should probably also make a non-mending bow. Put this over here. There we go. Okay, so we've got our backup armor, we've got our extra tools, tridents. I have possible names for some of these already. Got our boots that are perfectly fine. Maybe our backup armor can have funny names. I don't know. Let's see. Questions. I mean, obviously we should start giving them, we should do trading first, I guess, right? Go get some emeralds. Put our bow in there as well. The sword, we might end up making another sword, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think we'll make another sword. Because that one has some enchants on it. I'd rather start from scratch. Go. This can be a backup sword or some, something like that. Ooh, I should also maybe make a fancy pair of shears or 2. Because I know there are some, you can enchant shears too. But we'll do the shears last. I want to get my tools in order first. I do need netherite, Darcidian. Eventually I do. But I don't like going to the nether, so that might be something I don't know if I want to do that on camera. So let's see. Alright, so tools. We want tools. Okay, so we want some bookies. Bookie. Okay, so I know we need a bunch of mending books. So, bam, mending books. Do. Grab another one of these shulkers. Why not? Looky at your bookie. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Darcidian. I was thinking looky at my bookie from Kralis's bookstore. No, please don't. Yeah. Oh, I love Kralis. He's amazing. Okay, so we got mending. Don't need Depth Strider at the moment. Riptide. Oh, Unbreaking. We need Unbreaking. Wait, is he my cheapest Unbreaking guy? I can't remember. I want to say yes, he is, but I feel like there might be another guy over here. No. Not Unbreaking. Okay. Alright, oh! There's a Darcidian on the server. Darcidian, what are you plotting? I feel like you'd be plotting something. Oh gosh, that's a lot of Unbreaking books. I just got a lot of Unbreaking books. Let's see. Breaking and breaking and breaking. It's a lot. Did I get all the mending books that I could? It's not. Oh, I can actually get more. Okay, how many books can I get of these? Like, I'm very confused. Also, just hello to Darcidian in the game, I guess. Mending. Got so many mending books now. Alrighty, okay. Oh no, don't do that. There we go. Hi, Darcidian. I feel like Darcidian's somewhere near my house, though, anyway. Also, did I run out of emeralds? I seriously ran out of emeralds. I didn't even realize that. Dang it. Well, heck. We're gonna have to go grab some more. Okay. At least we know we need all that. Let me check some other places. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to do some more trading. Last time I remember, Darcidian did log off somewhere near here, so it's like... it could be anywhere. That's sneaky Darcidian. Whee! Let's see. Trade some pumpkins with me. Trade some pumpkins. Darcidian, don't you try anything. I will be very sad if you do, and I will have video evidence. I will have video evidence if you try anything. Yeah. So, you know, think twice before you try anything. Alright, there we go. Okay, we got a decent amount of emeralds from that. Darcidian, don't you try anything, I swear. Stop doing evil faces in my on the chat. That's no. It's rude. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Gonna give us a decent amount of melons, I suppose. All the melons that we could have. All the melons that we could have. I like that it makes a full stack. It's nice. It's like when it evens out nicely like that, yeah. Bam. Okay, we'll get a couple stacks of melons apparently. That's about it, but that's fine. Oh, that still came out perfectly. Nice. Alright. Whoops. Let's see where he is. Oh, he's in the nether. Darcy, what are you doing in the nether? What you doing in the nether, Darcidian? Are you being sus? You are being sus. See, Darcidian, this is why you are always sus. Yeah, Darcidian is sus. If anyone tells you different, you know, don't listen to them. Because it's usually Darcidian telling you that he's not sus. But Bunny and everyone else can, you know, can guarantee that he is the sussiest of sus. It's just who he is. He's very sus. I get some more things, and I am out of watermelon. Put that away. Here, sir, take these watermelon. They are fresh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Alright, fresh watermelon cured, or sold. Yes, I was trying to think of obtained. Okay, so I know I need some Silk Touch for these new tools. Or actually, no. This one's got Silk Touch. So I need actually ones with Fortune 3. I don't remember who has Fortune 3. Okay, which of you guys has Fortune 3? Where's Fortune 3, man? No, it's not this guy. I might be blind. Oh, here he is. Fortune right here. I saw the fire aspect and I was just like, eh. Fortune. So I would like 2 of these. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so Fortune 3. Unbreaking. What else do I put on this? Oh, efficiency. Definitely want efficiency. Which is, unfortunately, a fairly expensive book. All things considered. Unfortunately, that was like the lowest I could get it. Okay, so I think that might be it. These are the 4 books. So mending and breaking. Another mending. Another breaking. Let's see. So this is the golden spoon. This is the one I wanted to name the silver spoon. Because it's supposed to, you know, help get you fortunes and stuff. Because, you know, the whole, you know, you're born with a silver spoon. Whereas, like, golden spoons are, like, supposed to be, like, I don't know, soft or something. So, you know, silk touch. I don't know, it made sense in my head at the time. So. Oh, I wonder why that one's so expensive. Mending. Alright, this is silver spoon. Breaking. Fortune. We've got plenty of levels, thankfully, so we don't have to worry about so much. Okay, I'm breaking fortune and blah blah efficiency. Bam. Silver spoon now exists. Woohoo! And now for our axe, which I think I was gonna put, what was I gonna put on it? I believe there was something I was gonna put on it. I was gonna put sharpness, so I need a sharpness book. Which I want to say is over on this side. Ooh, XP. I'll take that, thank you. Sharpness. No, I don't have sharpness over. It's over here. I remember that now. Sharpness. Sharpness. There you are. Sharpness. I really need to update their signs to, like, look better, I guess. At some point I will. Also, I'm pretty sure Darcidian's in the nether, grabbing netherite. Or, I guess, ancient debris for me, because he's amazing. But also, I'm slightly terrified, because who knows what he could be doing. Because it's Darcidian. Keeps you on your toes. As for the axe, I did put sharpness on this one. I was thinking I'd name it Stormbreaker because Thor, you know, has a has a thing called Stormbreaker. Although I don't know, I think Stormbreaker I was actually going to name not an axe, but I was actually going to name it a trident that. I wasn't sure. What do you guys think? Stormbreaker, or should we go for something else for this axe? It's the same as Bane of Dryads, only with fortune, so that's like the only difference. They both have like sharpness and stuff. And all the other things. Fortune. Why is it fortune? Storm Herald. What's the reasoning for that? That's Elric of... I don't know who that is, Darcidian. Who is that? Because I prefer to do it over with people and things and like references I know. I don't recall that one. Soul-sucking sword. Yeah, see, but I don't know that, so it's not as... I don't know, it's like... It's weird to me. It's kind of weird to me, just like, I don't know who it is. Which is like why I'm doing like, you know, Thor and, you know, Percy Jackson, and... It's a godslaying... I don't know, I don't know it. I don't know it, it's... Oh, the Darcidian you left. I don't know. I don't know, I'd kind of prefer sticking to, especially with my, I don't know, with my stuff, like something I know. Oh, I mean, Massacre wouldn't be a terrible one. Alright, we'll name it Massacre. There. This is an expensive axe. There, we've got Massacre. So we've got Bane of Dryads and Massacre. Nice, that's not bad. Alright, but yeah, I think we'll name our backup armor after like cat hair and stuff, like, because you know it's not supposed to be like the best armor, but it's like our backup armor, so it could be like, you know, cat fur covered, you know, t-shirt or hoodie or something, you know, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure out something funny when we get there. Although at this point I'm running out. I'm gonna run out of levels. And I had 100. I had 100 levels. Can you guys believe that? I had like 124 levels, and I'm down to 48. So what the heck? Okay, but we have our tools, so we have our doubles of everything now. We should... I don't know which we should make next. I mean, we could make our better bow, or we could make our better sword, perhaps. Maybe we should go with the sword. I know the sword's gonna be kind of expensive. I don't have a name for the sword yet. At least I don't think I had a name for a sword. I don't think I wrote anything down. I don't have anything written down for the sword. Do think I have anything written. Make a better bow, buddy. Buddy, a better bow. What? What are you talking about, Dursidian? Have a... Oh, now you're just trying to get me tongue-tied. That's just rude. That's just rude, Obsidian. That's just rude. Rude. It's from Rhett and Link. That does sound like something Rhett and Link would do, doesn't it? Alright. Let's see. Okay, for a sword, I need looting 3. Why is this spot so dark? Looting 3, I want to say is... It's loyalty. No. Ooh, knockback. I do need knockback. Oh no, it's locked. It's still locked. I forgot about that. Whoops. Can you... My goodness. I don't know why it's so hard to fly tonight. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. We can make some paper. What did I just do? Oh, okay, I just made more paper. Do that. Put you there. There we go. I got some paper. Let me out. Why is my... Oh, goodness, the lag. Rude lag. Whee! Ouch. Alright. Time to trade with the knockback guy. Get him up to snuff, I guess. There we go. Okay, we just wanted to level him up so we can get a knockback sword. I'll put the rest of the paper in here until we need it. Alright, so that's done. Okay, so we got knockback, we got unbreaking, we got mending, sharpness. Want another one of those. Take that. Oh, looting. Looting's right here. Thank you. Don't care for that. We don't want Bane of Arthropods. What's that other one? Something with fire. Fire aspect, right? Yeah, we want fire aspect. Bam. Oh, we should also probably check how many books I have. I had books in here. Gosh darn it. I forget. What does power 5 go on? Is that for a bow? That is a bow, okay. So I did have stuff already. Gosh dang it. Gotta save some of this. Oh well. Okay, so I don't have a name for the sword yet. I think that might be one I come back to later. In terms of names. Let's see. Unbreaking. Mending. Fire aspect. Knockback. I need one that's cheaper. Okay, I guess. Oh dear. Oh no, my anvil broke. my anvil. Thank goodness I have a lot of iron. Okay, so we're at 13. We don't have looting on it yet, which is kind of disappointing, honestly. But we're very low on levels. So we're gonna have to go to the farm real quick and go put some of that on. We're gonna go get some more levels. And we can brainstorm about names while we do it. So we're just gonna be chilling at the mob farm. Trying to get some levels. Woo! Oh, well, I was attempting to do the trick that I learned from Azuma, but apparently I failed instead. Just a lag. It's like it's making things kind of funky for me tonight. Alright, let's go. Also need to remember that if I'm holding my sword, I get the looting effect from the tridents. That's what I need to remember. Whee! Bam. Okay, let's stand here and get some XP. While I try to figure out names. Alright, so some of the names that I've written down, like, so far, I mean, they're kind of cheesy, some of them. Like, I want to have, I'm gonna have 3 different, tridents. And the names so far I've come up with are Riptidish, because of the loyalty thing, being, because well, okay. So in Percy Jackson, there is a sword that always comes back to Percy. And it's called Riptide. That's the name of the sword. But the thing is, that's not how it works so much in Minecraft. And so I have the joke that I always name my loyalty trident that always comes back to me that I throw. I always name it Riptide-ish because it's kind of like Riptide. But it's also, happens to be a trident and not a sword. So, one of them will be named Riptide-ish. And then I have one where I could name it, I figured I'd name one Poseidon's Fork or Stormbreaker because of the lightning thing. That would be the channeling one. I guess Poseidon's Fork wouldn't work as well for channeling because channeling is lightning. That's more of a Zeus thing, obviously. And then Dinglehopper, which, is from, well, you might not know, but it's from The Little Mermaid. Because that's what she called forks. So those are three names I've come up with so far for tridents, and that's about it. Like I said, I'm not very good at names. Names are not my forte. I don't think I have any other names written down. At least if I do, I can't find them. I might have another notebook that has names somewhere, but I don't exactly know where it is right now because a lot of my stuff is still kind of in places after the move because I couldn't unpack everything. So it's like, I don't know where some of my names are. Yeah, looking through my small notebooks, I don't seem to have anything else with that, unfortunately. I don't think I have that notebook with me. Yep, I don't see it in my drawer. So, that's fun. That's fun. See, I wonder if I put it on my bookshelf thing. It's possible I put it there. Let's see. Open this thing. I don't think I did. I think I would have remembered if I put a notebook in there. Alrighty then. I don't know. I'll have to look for it later. Yeah, that's an interesting question, I guess, in general. Trying to figure that out. Some names. Because, I mean, most of the books I, read, they don't always have names for their weapons. Not always. Mostly that's the Percy Jackson thing. His books. Like, I mean, I could do the joke from Magnus where like the sword had like a big fancy name and he didn't know how to pronounce it, so he just ends up calling him Jack. Or I think he got named Jack because he didn't like his old name. So he's got a sword that's named Jack. And it talks. So just the very mild spoilers because you find that in like the first couple chapters of that book. Let's see. So I could just name my sword Jack if I wanted to be funny. Let's see what else. What could be other name thing? I really wish I could remember the names that I had given my stuff in season 1 of Bunnycraft. But I don't remember. Don't remember. Tis a pity. Let's see, what else? Like I have a name for like I want to make a golden helmet for when I go in the Nether, and I know I want to name that Hades Helm because his helm, his weapon or his magical weapon thing basically is a helmet that can turn him invisible. And since if you're wearing gold in the the Nether, then the piglins basically will leave you alone. So I figured I'd do that because I mean you're not invisible, but it is it seemed like a fitting thing. But I'm not worrying so much about the gold helmet at the moment because it's kind of like one of the more least of my worries in terms of armor. And look, we're at 33 levels already. How lovely. Let's see. What's some other names? What are some other names I would know? Let's see. Oops, wrong thing. My elytra. I mean, my elytra are a pair of wings at the moment, like this. So I'm trying to think what would be fitting. I mean, I also have a pirate theme going on now, so I could do something pirate related. Like I could do like captain's cap, maybe for my hat, or diving mask, or I don't know something because I mean my helmet has respiration, it's got aqua affinity. I mean, captain's cap might be a nice one. I'll write that down, I suppose. Captain's cap. Oh, I could also name it a straw hat after Luffy. I could name it Straw Hat. Except for yeah, I mean I could name it Straw Hat, or I can just name it Captain's Cap. Let's see what else. Captain's Cap, Straw Hat. For my wings. What could I do for my wings? I mean, right now they are butterfly wings, but that might change. Who knows? Elytra. I mean, they're Elytra. What can I name them? I mean, I do like the butterfly wings. And I don't know if I'm going to change them, really, for that much else. I mean, maybe a Halloween thing, but that's, like, further down the line. Maybe I should name my bow Hawkeye after Scar. I could be Hawkeye! I can yell Hawkeye every time I shoot something now, like him. Let's see, what else? What are some other names? I don't know. Names are the wings thing is one of those things I'm the worst at. Just in general, like I don't like naming things, but at the same time I love naming things. Why not Ollie? After Oliver Queen Green Arrow. I don't really know Green Arrow that much. Like, is that a DC thing? Because I don't know DC very well. Don't know DC very well. I know the Teen Titans. That's about it. Yeah, see, that's... I don't really know. He's the only DC hero I like. See, I have an idea. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Because he actually cares about the poor and he routinely ends up fighting Batman and Superman. Interesting. I'm trying to remember the thing that happened. I guess I could name my bow Ollie. I don't know him very well, but I will take your word for it, Darcidian. I suppose Ollie's a good name for it. Darcidian's word is always good. Well, possible Darcidian. Trying to remember. Okay, Darcidian, have you seen the TV show, the animated Teen Titans? Because I'm trying to remember how Starfire said that how she could fly if it was joy. Was it joy that made her be able to fly? Happiness? The one with the cutesy song, Teen Titans Go. Oh, pretty much. That seems about accurate. Because I'm trying to remember that, like right now. I'm trying to remember, was it the boundless confidence or was it the joy? I feel like it was joy. What? Darcy, that's not helpful. Darcy, that's not helpful. I'm trying to figure out the whole Starfire thing. Let's see. I guess I could name my Elytra, you know, Joy or something. The joy of flight. Because I mean that's what Starfire basically said could make her fly, was that when she was happy. Because there was that one episode where, you know, that where Robin made her mad or something, and she couldn't fly because of it. Well, how about, I mean, if I name it Joy of Flight, if I name it the Joy of Flight, then that makes more sense. Because, I mean, flying is awesome. Joy of Flight. I feel like that would be fitting, considering I'm going to change the, like, you know, the model of the Elytra could change. And stuff, so. Maybe that's what I should name it. Joy of Flight. Ollie. Okay. I think I will name my hat Captain's Cap, because I feel like that kind of makes sense. Plus, also, you know, Luffy can't swim when he's in the water, so Captain's Cap seems like a better one. So it'd be the Captain's Cap. Let's see. What can I name my chest plate? My main chest plate. I mean, it's the only one of my pieces of my armor that has fire protection rather than just regular protection. So I could name it, like, I don't know, firefighter suit? Or something? I don't know, something kind of crazy like that, maybe. Captain's... What do you mean, Captain's Cat? I mean, not naming it Captain's Cat. No, Darcidian. Stop it with the weird names. I'm gonna swat you. Let's see. I want to see something real quick. Do. Just want to scooch that over just a teeny weeny bit. There we go. My armor is definitely not like a set piece thing. I mean, captain's coat, perhaps? Cape? I don't know. No, that's not a cape. I guess captain's cap and captain's coat work. I mean, there's also, what is it? Yeah, there's also, like, the thing with pixie dust is you know, you have to think happy thoughts to fly, so joy of flight makes sense for that, too, for the Elytra. You know, that's another one that works. Let's see. What's another one? I don't know why it always looks like there's a spider in there. So captain's cap, captain's coat. That works decently enough. Oh. This bypassed the filter. Hate when things bypass the filter. Get in there. And boop. Oh, I got a bow too. What? Oh, look at that. A lot of levels. Oh, wait, bow. Let's see. Whoops, wrong thing. I always keep pressing the wrong thing today. So I had the golden spoon. I've named the axe. These have names already. My diamond chest plate will have a name. Let's see. What else? Bow will be named Ollie. What's another name? Okay, alternate names for my alternate armor, my backup armor. Cat fur covered hoodie. We'll go with that for my backup chest plate. Let's see. For my hat, what should I name my hat? My backup hat. Trying to think of something slightly clever, I guess. Maybe baseball cap? I don't know. Let's see. What would I name the boots? I'm gonna name the boots slippers. It's like, you know, when you're in a hurry, sometimes you run out in your slippers. I mean, I don't. I'm always wearing shoes, but, Darcidian. I don't know if the gerbils would be pleased with that. I'm not even pleased about it. I mean, this job stuff is far from ideal. You played applause. Thanks, Darcidian, I suppose. Spider. Alright, so I've got cat fur covered hoodie. Slippers. Let's see. I'm trying to name the pants. And the hat. Pants and hat. Pants and hat. Hat and pants. But also, yes, everyone, the in real life stuff I mentioned that might get in the way of stream stuff, but hopefully won't, and it probably will also suck up a lot of energy, is the job thing. No, Darcidian, those ones are too weird. They're not tube socks, they're pants. I already have slippers. Alright, let's see what else. It's another one that I could name it. What's another thing I could name these? I mean, they're already called leggings. So there's no use in calling them like leggings or something. Socks that go high enough as basically plants. Darcy, I'm not gonna wear like a cat-covered hoodie, slippers, and, you know, tube socks. That's just weird. The hat, I still kind of want to call it baseball cap. Or, I don't know, like helmet or I don't know, noggin protector. You're laughing so hard. Well, I'm glad you're laughing, Darcidian. I'm trying to figure out names and you're over here giggling like a schoolgirl. Ah. What is something? What could it be? Pants. Something with pants. You're giggling like Yukiko? Okay, Darcidian, I see. You're giggling like Yukiko. You're giggling like Yukiko in that laughing fit she had when Chie-chan, you know, wore the gag glasses. That's how hard you're laughing right now, I'm imagining. That's what I'm imagining, Darcidian. Maybe I could call the pants jeans. Or pajama pants. I'm gonna name them pajama pants. That's what they're gonna be. Pajama pants. That's what they are. Pajama pants. I just need a hat. Name. Maybe I should just name it hat. I might just name it hat. So I can, you know, when you go out to go get your, you know, your stuff after you've died or something or whatever, you grab your hat, you grab your cat fur covered coat, hoodie, your pajama pants, and your slippers. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you do when you have to run out to go grab stuff. I feel like that's fitting. I feel like that's fitting. So I shall name it hat. How about a nice what? Kigurumi? What is that, Darcidian? Kagurumi. I don't know what that means, Darcidian. I'm naming it hat. Shall be hat. Darcidian, I can't Google it. I'm streaming. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, Darcidian. Rude. Can't expect me to be Googling everything during a stream. You Google it. You tell me what it is. It's like a floofy onesie pajama. No. No, Darcidian. I do not wear onesies. Those ones are freaky. I hate the onesie things. Like it's like you're trapped in them if you wear them. So I would not wear a onesie. So no. Alright, I think this is enough levels for the moment. So let's get that last bit. It should be coming in. So the farm turns itself off. XP should be getting to us if it hasn't already. The bunny got a Rila Kuma one. Don't know what that means either. But good for bunny. Off we go. Let's go get our sword finished up. Other than a name, I guess. We still don't have a name for our sword. What's another sword that I can think of? I can think of like a few, but none of them are as special as like, you know, the Riptide. That bear. The relaxing bear. Do I, Darcidian? Huh. Darcy, I'm not naming it Storm Herald. I'm not naming it Storm Herald because that doesn't hold, like... Oh my gosh, that's an expensive sword. I need to come up with a name now. What's a name that I could name this? Excalibur. Okay, I'm going with Excalibur because it's a pun. It's for a pun. Vesper will be proud. Also, hello, Vesper, for when you watch this later. Unless you are secretly here tonight and I don't see you. Okay. Yeah, we're going with Excalibur. Ha. We now have a fancy sword named Excalibur. Which is just a teeny weeny bit better than Stygian iron. That's fine. It's fancy. It's got all the stuff, I think. I think it's got all the stuff it needs, right? Can I, like, open the... There we go. Yeah, it's got all the same bits. I can see, yeah. Excalibur. Let's see. There goes, like, all our levels again. My goodness. Alright, we want to name our hat now. Let's see. Captain's cap. Should we call it Captain's cap or Captain's hat? I guess Captain's cap works because it's like the seas. That's better than, just Captain's hat. Oh, you think we should go with hat, Darcidian? Captain's hat? I suppose. Well, no, because we're going to name the other one Hat. I don't know. I'm very indecisive. I like Captain's cap. We're going with Captain's cap. Wait, is there another name for a hat? Let's look. No, not Captain's cat. I'm not wearing a cat on my head. Now you're just rhyming, Darcidian. Darcidian, that just sounds mean. Alright, we're going Captain's cap. Haha, we got our Captain's cap. Can we name our Elytra? Do we have enough levels for our Elytra? Joy of Flight. We do. We have just enough. Bam. Got Joy of Flight, Captain's Cap, Guardian Greaves, and Talaria. Alright, now we need more levels. Back to the thing as we brainstorm. Alright, now maybe I can successfully show off Azuma's trick. Where you go down and then you go back up and it lets you use less rockets for flying. It's pretty cool. Did it once on a live stream for Twitch Rivals. It's pretty cool if I do say so myself. Yep. Alright, up here. Whee! Back to this spot, I suppose. Let's see. What else? What else? Okay, so Riptidish for loyalty. For channeling, something to do with storms. For the channeling trident, because that one's the one that shoots, lightning. Which is why I thought to name it Stormbreaker, and Poseidon's Fork doesn't work for it, unfortunately. Since I feel like it's too Zeus related. And I don't want to name anything with Zeus. Zeus can just, stay away. The Riptide one. What should we call the Riptide one? Cat Breaker? I mean, I don't want anything that breaks cats, Star City, and that just sounds mean. That just sounds mean. I don't want to break cats. Where's Vesper and their puns? Let's see. What are other ones? Cat. Not Darcidian. I don't want to smack any cats either. That's just rude, sir. That's just rude. A cat smacker. Oh, Darcidian. I just remember what we were supposed to name the sword. Do you remember? It was supposed to be Skippity Paps. Darcidian, the sword was supposed to be Skippity Paps. Oh no! We named it Excalibur instead. It was supposed to be Skippity Paps. I just remembered it. Oh no! No, I don't have a Skippity Paps. I was gonna name the sword Skippity Paps, but I forgot until just now. Oh no! Oh, that's gonna be like 38 levels to rename this thing. It's gonna be it's gonna be 38 levels. Oh gosh. Oh. Dang it. Should we do it anyway? Should we rename it to the Skippity Paps? Wait until it's netherite and rename it then? Okay, I guess. I can't believe we forgot Skippity Paps. Darcidian, we forgot Skippity Paps. How could we forget that? Gosh darn it. Can't believe we forgot Skippity Paps. Let's see, what's another one? Some other stuff we could, You forgot. I thought you already had it. Well, you should have mentioned it. I wish you had mentioned it. It's like I was saving that name for the sword. This sword, in fact. I was saving it for this. Oh, I was saving it. Should have mentioned it, Darcidian. Should have. Are you still in the nether? Yeah, you're still in the nether. Let's see, so we got Riptidish. Maybe we can call it Poseidon's Fork for the Riptide one. Since it's got Riptide still in the name or whatever, yeah, or in as one of the things. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll name one of them Poseidon's Fork. Let's see, that means we still need one more name for the channeling trident. What should we name the channeling trident? Preferably something Thor related, not Zeus related. If we're gonna go with, like, you know, sky god sort of deal. Lightning, thunder. I mean, Zeus can go Shuei. Poseidon's salad fork. I mean, I don't think Poseidon eats lightning. I don't think he eats lightning. Hmm. I don't think he eats lightning in his salads. Trying to think of someone else who has electricity and lightning, you know? It's like I can't think of anyone who has, like, lightning. Who else has lightning in their repertoire? I'm trying to think of, like, all the books. Raiden? Who's Raiden? Hmm. Uncle Iroh. Uncle Iroh does have... We could name it Uncle Iroh's Wisdom. Uncle Iroh's Wisdom. Wisdom Fork. It could be the Wisdom Fork. There, Uncle Iroh's Wisdom Fork. That way, if we need to knock some wisdom into someone, you know, knock some sense into them, then we use Uncle Iroh's Wisdom Fork. I mean, yeah. Iroh's Wisdom, that works too. It is gonna be a fork, though, so that's... yeah, so... Iroh's Wisdom. For, channeling. Trident. Oh no. There we go. So, Iroh's Wisdom in the channeling trident. That works. What else? What else? And we pretty much got names for all the other stuff at this point. I feel like we're getting levels slower this time. I wonder if it's because, like, some of the mob cap is being taken by the nether. That's entirely possible. Oop, did not mean to fall in there. Let's see, what else? I mean, we could come up with some serious puns for our shears. Let's see, what was one of my favorites of the, trying to think of what some of the shears that the hermits bought from, Pearlescent Moon. Trying to think of that. Because I know Cleo's was funny. Let's see. What was it? Da, da, da. I can't think of what she named it. So we have to do a sheer pun. Sheer punishment, maybe. Sheerly not. I feel like Serious Problem was one of the ones that that maybe Cleo got. I know Scar got his based off of an actor or something. I don't remember all the other ones that the other hermits bought. Unfortunately, I'm behind on Pearlescent Moon's videos, so I can't remember exactly. I guess Serious Problems would be a good one. Serious Problems. Serious Problems. Because, you know, you break out the fancy shears for some serious problems. It's what you do. It's what you do. It's gonna take forever for me to get my levels back up. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Also got a lot of spiders lingering around in the farm, it looks like. Not falling to their death like they're supposed to. I'm glad we at least got the names figured out, because I was worrying about, the names. Pretty sure that was a spider that, zoomed on by or whatever. So I just love seeing the farms and just being like, holy cow, I made that. Like, it's like, holy cow, I did that. I did that thing. I made it, and it is mine, and it's like, wow. It's pretty crazy. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else do we have to name? I don't really know. Okay. Hello? Why? Why can't I can't turn the lever. Oh, I got disconnected. Oh dear. Hope things are still working. I think it was just the sheer lag. It's not exactly meant to be a pun, but you know. There we go. Log back on. Joining realm. Generating world. Loading resources. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Everything's off. Right, let's go. Whee! Fly around. And down. Woohoo. Okay. Okay. Got our armor, we got our stuff. Should probably name our chest plate to our captain's coat. Captain's coat. Which of course we won't wear very often because we got wings. Where is my... How did they get stuck in here? I didn't know you could leave them in there. What the heck? It's weird. Wait, it did... It did the thing again, didn't it? The glitch. Yeah, it did the glitch. The glitch that I hate. Where it takes off the name. Captain's coat. And then you do that and it's supposed to stop it from doing that? Okay, captain's coat. Yeah, alright. Stupid captain's coat, go in there. Yeah, glitchy where it unnames it. Like it'll unname something. It's really annoying. And it still uses up your levels too, which is the most annoying part. It's another bug. Unfortunately, so. It's just another bug with bug rock. Do do do. Off something kazoo. Let's see. Okay, I've got all my tools. Maybe we should try making my first trident. Get an impaling book. Some impaling is always nice. Which one should go on impaling, though? Does impaling go on all of them? We'll get it. Might as well. And then... Let's see. We've got Unbreaking. Riptide. I think Channeling's over here, right? Yeah, Channeling's over here. No, don't need those. Can't put looting on it. You can't put... I wasn't sure, but maybe I should put... Should I put thorns on my armor? I don't know. Maybe on my backup armor. That might not be a terrible idea. Loyalty. Oh no, I don't have enough emeralds. Some rotten flesh real quick. Trade these guys. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have grabbed... What are you saying, Darcidian? It is dangerous when handling zombies. That's why I don't put it on, usually. That used to damage your armor a lot. I don't know. I think they've lessened that effect lately. Dang it. Fly, you. I mean, honestly, I'm still not handling zombies very often in Dark City because we're not in hard mode. So there's not much of a point for me to handle zombies until we get to hard mode. Or until we turn hard mode on, rather. So. Kind of just like one of those, Oh, this is filling up. I have to empty that out later. Whee! Lying down. I really honestly should have just gotten a shulker box and filled it full. Oh well. Perhaps another time. Or maybe when I go back up there, most likely. Probably what I'll need to do is to go back up there. Yep, I'm gonna go back up. Put that away, grab another shulker. Goodness, I have some empty shulkers these days. Whee! And bam. Yeah, just short. Let's see, what else? I already have the name for my golden helmet, so that's fine. Boop. Boop, 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 ba-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Put some of this rotten flesh in a chest, or in a shulker. Let's see, what else? I can't think of anything else I might need to name. Or, well, rather that I might need to name at all. Okay, pick you up. Grab this. Whoa, hey, fly. Oof, that was dangerous. Flight did not want to come to us. Boop. Oh. Boop. Alright. Let's do some trading. Take the rotten flesh, sir. I don't know what you're doing with it, but better you than me, I suppose. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Give me all of your emeralds. Give me all your emeralds. I'll give you all this rotten flesh. Do-do-do-do. Oh, must have run out. So I see some XP that I left behind. Take that, thank you. Boop. Haha. There you go, sir. Bam. 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 It's a good thing this farm makes so much rotten flesh. Because I was concerned for a while. I was like, what am I going to do with all the rotten flesh? And it's like, I just trade it away now. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, it's too bad you can't automatically trade it. Like, you can't auto trade. Sometimes that would be nice. I also don't kind of mind too much, I suppose. Alright. You guys are all good. Put this away. That away. Grab my stuff. I'm not eating it, Darcidian. I'm not gonna eat rotten flesh. That's just gross. I only need 2 of these. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. If you want to eat rotten flesh, Darcidian, be my guest. But I am not. So this one's going to be called Iroh's Wisdom. Why do I feel like I'm spelling wisdom wrong? Huh. No, Darcidian, don't make me eat anything. I'm not gonna make you. Let's see. Mending. And breaking. And impaling. Oh, I can't do impaling because I don't have enough XP again. Darn it. Well, now I think about it, I don't technically need 3 tridents because the lightning doesn't work unless it's, you know, lightning out or lightning storm. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just end up making how. I don't know, I've already named it or whatever, so. Can I, like, fly, please? What the heck? What is up with this game? Let me fly. It's not letting me fly. It's wasting my rockets. Like, my wings are not broken. Rude. Stupid lag. Eat my soggy carrot in the elevator. I don't know. Maybe I'll still make 3, just because. I've got the, you know, I've got the stuff. I can do it. There we go. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really. I've pretty much gotten all the other stuff. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da 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 da. Getting levels. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Doing stuff. Do 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 do. Got 18 levels, 19 levels. Darcidian is still in the nether. He's a tiny red dot. Let's go do a quick sleepy sleep. Go. Oh, look at that. We got a lot of level there. Yeah, I think we're getting a lot done. Other than, you know, I still can't believe we went through 100 levels on, like, one item. It's like, gosh, or well, I guess it was 2 items, sort of. 1.5. But I mean, that's how it goes. Is the levels go by quick for whatever reasons. Huh. I can't think of any other tools I might need, really. Serious problems, serious dedication. Still thinking of sheer names. It's a serious problem, after all. Let's see. Captain's cap, captain's coat. Oh, we still gotta make her a bow. We should have done the bow instead of the trident, honestly. But we're almost done with the trident at least, so. Once we get a couple more levels and stuff, we'll start trying to get the bow. It'll be my first time not using an infinity bow in like a long time, to be honest. Because I was always just like, oh, I never had enough arrows, so let me use infinity and I won't have to worry about arrows. But now it's like, I got so many arrows, it's like, I don't know what to do with them. I'll have to show you guys the arrow chest. My goodness, it's full to the brim. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them. It's too bad you can't trade them to, well, I guess you can. You can trade them to Fletchers for the different types, can't you? I feel like that's what you do. You trade them regular arrows and emeralds in exchange for it. What the look? I kind of want to get like a decent amount of levels to get a start on the other one, but it's like it's gonna take a bit too. I don't want to stand here for too long. Look at all them levels. I wish that glitch would get fixed. I feel like that causes some of the lag. Is when the orbs show that they're over there, but they're really coming up to you. It's like apparently fairly laggy. It's like the entities think they're over there, but they're really coming to us. Like, you know. It's kind of crazy. Come on, get us to level 30 at the very least. So we can get started. We'll only have 10 levels after that, though, after we do the trident. Oh. Yay, we hit 30. Oh, it's gonna take me a while to get all my levels and do all this, enchanting. I love how this is supposed to be like my safety box and I keep jumping out of it. It's like, what if something with thorns hits me, you know? It's like, this is supposed to keep me safe. But then here I am, messing about. That is a lot of items. Hope those are all getting sucked up. I think they are. A lot of items. It's a very powerful farm. Thank goodness. Kind of makes me even wonder if I need to make the ghast farm. I mean, I still kind of want to make it, but we'll see. I mean, it'd be easier to gauge if the other people played and used rockets too. Instead of like just, because this is like plenty of rockets, like plenty of gunpowder for me. And I do a lot of flying. But I don't know how often the others would use rockets if they were playing, so. One of those things I cannot calculate. I am thinking about joining one of the, they're saying you're not allowed to take all my gunpowder. If you try, I'm gonna stick it in a shulker box and put it in my ender chest, and you'll never get it. Not allowed to have it all. That's just mean. Don't you take all my gunpowder. You don't need that many. You haven't I haven't even seen you fly. I'm not hogging all of it, Darcy. I'm saying you can't have it all. You're the one saying you're gonna take it all. You're not allowed to take all of it. You can have several stacks. You can have several stacks, but you can't have it all. But I have been thinking of signing up, to Tango's Patreon at some point once I start, getting money again and, play on Tango's Titancraft. Because that'd be kind of fun. Hang out with Mrs. Tango and some of the other, Minecrafters that play on there. What's the matter, Spawn Cat? Would you also like to play on Titancraft? I don't know what Spawn Cat's deal was just now. Just started meowing. Okay, so we're at 35 levels now. It's not bad. Wonder if we can get to 40 real quick. Also, I kind of love how, like, the witch's nose and the zombie villager's nose are just, like, in the glass. Their noses are so big, it's, like, in the glass. It's a big nose. But yeah, they're saying you can't have all the gunpowder, but you can take some. That's part of being a server, is that you don't steal it all. Getting all the levels, getting all the levels, do 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 do. Getting all the levels, getting all the levels, levels. Getting all the levels, getting all the levels, do 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 do. Getting all the levels, getting all the levels. Yeah, but why do you need a whole double chest full of it? Why would you need a whole double chest? What are you gonna do with it? And it's like I'm the one. I'm the one doing all the hard work with the standing at the farm. Like I'm standing here at the farm with my Luton 3 sword and all that. You don't need to take all of it. Whee! Look at it all go. Darcy, you should be kind and, like, take some, but don't take all of it. I'm gonna have to, like, put up signs that you can only take so and so how many. Like, can't take all of it. It's the moon! Apparently it's a Minecraft full moon. Interesting. We're almost there to 40 levels. Woohoo! It's definitely a far cry from my 124 levels I had earlier at the beginning of tonight. Oh. Levels just go away so easily. I do like seeing the rainbow bar fill over and over, though. It is kind of fun to watch. Just be like, look at it, it's refilling. It's not very fast, but it's refilling. Like, that's honestly one of my favorite resource packs is the rainbow XP bar. Especially the moving one, like, oh, it's like just the best. Did he? No, not yet. Okay. There we go. There we go. We got the ding. Okay, now we gotta fill the bar a little bit because I want some color. Hello, spider face. Hello, other spider face. Please go drop into the death pit. I wonder if that's why we have such little string, because the spiders hardly ever, like, drop. Spiders don't drop very often. I think they more despawn than they drop. Well, I mean, we get tons of spiders' eyes, so, you know. Alright, farm off. Let's get the rest of the stuff in. Stupid spider. Stupid spider. Oh no, our bar went down again. Oh well. Alright. Let's go. Bam. Kinda want to see what we like. It's got a couple stacks, but yeah, we don't get as much string. We got a lot of arrows. You know, so that's interesting. I really don't know what to do with them quite yet. We almost got a full double chest of gunpowder. This one is like almost a full chest. Let's see, I want to check on the iron farm. Let's see, not you. Let's see how these guys work. Yeah, so you do have to give them arrows. You do give them arrows in order to get the fancier arrows and stuff. So I kind of want to see how's the iron farm doing. Oh, it's chugging along. Got some, yeah, we got a few blocks of iron. It's, you know, just a little bit of iron. It's good. It's all good. We got a little bit of iron. Just a teeny bit. Whee! If we wanted to, we could be like Tango and build a thing out of iron. Oh, I should have grabbed more rotten flesh, I suppose. Boop. Alright, well, that's fine. Impaling. There. Now we've got a trident. But unfortunately, for once, it's like not raining or anything, so we can try it out at least. Woo! I love that. I love watching it like come back. Let's see. Can stick you in there. Let's get our bow. I know I have some of the books in here. Lame. Oh, I had a channeling book. Dang it. Power. Fortune. I don't need fortune. Don't need blast protection. This is also the helmet I was going to use for the nether as well. Alright, so I need a mending book and an unbreaking book. What else goes on a bow? Punch. Punch goes on a bow. Oh no. Punch isn't unlocked. Oh dear. I have to do a little bit of trading. Bam. Okay. Got more paper? Got a little bit more paper. Bam. Alright. Got a little bit of paper excess. And, well, we could buy some lanterns. I don't mind buying a few lanterns to level them up. Certainly it'll be quicker. Alright. Now we can buy a punch bow. Or, well, punch thing. Okay. So, flame, unbreaking. What else goes on a bow? Bending, depth strider, smite. Riptide, unbreaking, we got that. Loyalty. Feather falling, protection. Efficiency doesn't go on there. Piercing is for crossbows. Respiration, thorns, flame, sharpness, looting. I think that's it. Now it's just a matter of whether we can fit them all on. Alright, so we want to name the bow Ollie. After the fancy superhero that Darcidian speaks of. So, you know, we'll name him Ollie. Come on, I'm breaking. Power. Flame. Oh. Oh no. We can't add him. Dang it. Alright, well, we got Ollie. He's an unbreaking, mending, power 5 bow so far. Kinda wish it would tell you how much power they have. Oh, hello. Welcome, Raiders. Hi, Ellie. How was your stream? Are you streaming Genshin? We're just playing Minecraft and trying to name all my tools. Give them names and stuff. That's good. Yeah, we're having a casual Minecraft stream where I try to name and enchant all my items. We've named my helmet. We named my wings. We made a new axe. We made a new shovel. We made a... It's been pretty good. We made a bunch of stuff. We're still working through. We got a whole bunch of names. We actually made a, oh, thank you for the follow, Miku's Magic. Appreciate it. But yeah, so we've got, I actually made a trident with channeling on it. We named it Iroh's Wisdom because it does the whole, like, if, you know, if there's a thunderstorm, I can basically hit people with lightning. And I can call that Iroh's Wisdom. So, we've got that as one of our other things. But yeah, I try to come up with names for reasons of why I name things what they are. So, like, the Joy of Flight is both the Starfire and how she flies thing, as well as kind of like the whole Tinkerbell, you know, you need to think happy thoughts to fly. with the pixie dust. Because since my wings keep changing, and currently they're butterfly wings at this moment, but eventually I plan to change them to something else since I have so many different models. Just to make them fancy. So, joy of flight. Because the wings help us fly no matter what form they are. And yeah, we're currently at my mob farm trying to get some more levels to add the last enchantments to our bow Ollie, which is named after someone named Oliver, who is Green Arrow, and is Darcidian's only favorite DC superhero, basically, because he fights for the poor and stuff. So he's kind of like, I guess does that make him like the Robin Hood of the DC world then? Darcidian, because it seems like it. Seems kind of like a thing. Let's see. Let's send. Send some love. But yeah, so that's why we have this new bow, and it's actually my very first mending bow, because I'm actually going to retire my infinity bow for the first time ever. Since anyone who kind of knows me, I guess, is I've always gone with the infinity bow because I never had enough arrows. And I was always worried about running out of arrows, but that little spot right there, I have a whole double chest full of arrows. So I think I'll be good on arrows. I think I'll be good on arrows, for quite some time. Pretty sure, at least. Pretty sure. So, yeah, I'm gonna be retiring my infinity bow for the first time ever, and switching to a mending bow. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I wonder if this is enough levels yet. I guess we'll wait till we get to 30. Let's see. Oh, and Mrs. Tango just went live a little bit, so we're actually going to be raiding Mrs. Tango tonight. Because she has moved her Minecraft streams to Wednesday, which I thought was quite fitting. Since Wednesdays is my Minecraft day. I thought that was kind of fun, because normally she used to do it on Tuesdays. But she was saying that they're now on Wednesdays. So if anyone wants some more Minecraft goodness after this, be sure to stick around for the raid. But yeah, we're gonna try to finish this bow, I think. And see how much progress we've done. Because I'm gonna need a lot of levels. I started with 124 levels when we started this stream. And I keep they just in a snap they're gone. It's like crazy. But I think we've come up with names for pretty much everything. Like, I'm going to have a set of backup gear. That's going to be called, the helmet's going to be called Hat. The chest plate is going to be cat fur covered hoodie. And then the pants are going to be pajama pants. And then the boots are going to be slippers. Because I figure that's like something you would hastily throw on. If you're going to, run out the door to go grab your actual good stuff. That you probably died with. Or etc. I thought it was kind of funny, so. Also pleases Darcidian his obsession with my cats and their fur. Since he keeps trying to get me to name them after stuff like fursuits and furries. Because he's a snoodle. Oh, hey, we got to 30 levels. Oh, hey, we're getting to 30. Okay, we're getting all the levels. We also should be holding our sword, which is currently named Excalibur, but Darcidian and I were supposed to name it Skippity Paps, but I forgot, and Darcidian thought I already named a sword Skippity Paps. So, I'm gonna have to get, I think it was like, what, I think 28 levels or 38 levels just to rename it. So currently it's just Excalibur, which is, you know, a pun. Because we also enjoy puns here on the Azrak9 channel. Puns are the life force of amusement. So that's what we've got going for us and all that. Okay, I think we have enough levels for the moment, so let's turn this off. And get the last of the bits that should be coming through. Yeah, things are going on. That XP is still there, so it must be coming down the pipe. Yep, there it goes. Bam. 35. Alright, is that it? At the last of the XP? Seems like it. Alright, okay. Whee! Oh, didn't quite land as softly. That's okay. Gonna grab some of this rotten flesh to go. Because we have some hungry clerics to feed. I mean, maybe they are eating it. We don't know. They could very well be eating it. Also, this is my farm area. All of my various farms and things have been made. Could get in through the door for some reason for a second. Oh, okay, so I can't actually feed any of the clerics at the moment. Alright, well, there you go, clerics. I'll feed you later. Bounce. Alright. There you go, Ollie. So we gotta add flame. And then we gotta add you the punch. And I think that's it. I don't know what else to put on a bow. What else do you put on a bow? Like the best bow you can have. I feel like there's something else. I feel like there's some other enchantment that's missing. But I don't know what it is. Thorns, not respiration. Can't think of it. Maybe I'm just thinking of the super fancy bows from when I played on Altitude that had like a bajillion enchantments. That could be it too. Because dang, that those could have like a lot, it felt like. In fact, that was the only server I know of that also had impossible bows where you could have mending and infinity. So, you know, it's pretty crazy. So actually, let's go grab us a stack of arrows, I suppose. Fly with their wings. And then I think that might be it. We only got 5 levels left at this point, so I think it's a good enough ending point. Take a, you know, look at everything that we managed to enchant, I think. And then, you know, I think that's good. It'll be good. We got some puns in, we got some names. I have, you know, all sorts of cool names now. Put that stack there. I think I'm gonna hang my bow on the wall. Maybe I'll give it a name, I don't know. We'll see eventually. But yeah, I think I'll put this other bow away. I never did give it a name. I think in Bunnycraft Season 1, I named it, the Whisker Splitter, because it was supposed to be, you know, you aim so well that, you know, you can split whiskers. So maybe I'll just name it in honor of that. Alright, so let's see. Got that away. Okay, so we enchanted this trident, which apparently lost its name again. It was supposed to be Iroh's Wisdom, but the stupid bug came back apparently and decided to wipe out its name. But that was Iroh's Wisdom. I'm gonna have to rename it. That's our old sword, which we've changed it for Excalibur. We've got Silver Spoon to match Golden Spoon, which the only difference is it's got Fortune 3 instead of Silk Touch. Same for Massacre in terms of it's the same as Bane of Dryads, only it's got Fortune 3. And then, of course, we made our backup armor, which we haven't enchanted or anything yet or named. And then we've got, we've had these. Got our other tridents. Of course, we got Ollie now. So, I'm really pissed about the trident thing. I'm going to see if I can get levels real quick to rename this again. How many levels do I need to rename this? 32! Okay. That's rude. That's very rude, Trident. Very rude, Bugrock. How dare you do this to us? Gotta get 32 levels. We'll do that and then we'll pop off. But I'd like to rename my Trident, please, Be very, very nice if I could do that. I really don't know why it does this, though. I do not know. I do not know. And let's see. Pop back up. Let's get us some levels to rename Iroh's Wisdom, because apparently Bugrock doesn't like us having Iroh's Wisdom with us or something. I don't know. It's like, this is kind of rude, It's kind of rude. It's kind of rude. But we'll see. We'll see how it works. Hello. Gonna get levels soon. There we go. Here come the levels. The levels come trickling in one by one by one. Do 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 do. I mean, it sounds better with the ants. The ants go marching 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah. I don't know why we're singing about ants. Hurrah, hurrah. Hey, we're getting our levels fast. That's another one of the good things about this farm. All the levels. That's how I got to 124. Was mostly through this farm. Anyone curious, this is a design by Silent Whisper, who has actually done most of the, most of his farms most of the farms that you see here on Bunnycraft that I've made are made originally by him, that I just, learned how to make it and then built it on the server. The Realm, as they're called. And it just seemed fitting. And also they're just some of the best ones. I think the only one that didn't work for me was the Moss Farm, which we ended up making prowls instead. So. But in the end, I mean, we get more bones and, therefore more bone meal from this farm than we do from the Moss Farm. And it doesn't use bone meal to make it. So, that's also a bonus, I suppose. Doesn't require bone meal to make bone meal. So we might be able to turn that into more of just a moss farm. We'll see, I suppose. I don't need like a whole bunch of moss at the moment, so it's not like a big problem. We're at level 20. Oh, 21. And almost to 22. Take a drink of water. Everyone, hydration break. Popping open my water bottle. Drink some water, folks. Alright, water has been drinking. Drunken? I drink my water. That's the good thing. Bum bum bum, we're 23. Can we get to 24? We're at 24. How long will it take to get 25? Do 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 do. All the levels for me and you. Bum 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 da 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 da. Ooh, 25. You know what's funnier than 24? 25. that's a SpongeBob joke for anyone not, you know, in the know. Why am I not waking up? Oh. Dracidian must have exited the nether. Oh yeah, Dracidian's nearby. There's a wild Dracidian nearby. In fact, he's at my base. There's a Dracidian at my base. Hope you're not causing mischief over there, Dracidian. Oh, okay, you're sleeping. No, I don't want a lava bucket, I want to sleep. Wait, where'd my bed go? Oh. There we go. I bet Dracidian's up in my bed. My bedroom, that's still not finished. Probably up there. Snoozing in my bed. Come on, we just need 2 more levels. Well, 4 more levels, actually. 4 more levels. But yeah, I really don't know why, like, why we keep getting bothered by this glitch of naming stuff. Where, like, the names just get reset. Because it's definitely very annoying. That's for sure. I can see a Dracidian on the map. Oh, my hand disappears. Spoiler. We're at 30. We just need 32. We just need 32. Do. We just need 32. Please hurry. We'll do a quick smack off. Come on. Oh dear. Is it doing the thing again? We're gonna get kicked off the server in a second, I think. Oh dear. Yeah, we're not moving on the map. I think we got kicked off. Yep, there we go. Stupid thing. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm trying to get back on. Ouch, I hit my leg. Sometimes the server works well. Come on, get us to 32, please. Come on, we're almost there. Oh, I think we're back to being live. I really don't know what is with the internet at this place, but it pisses me off. Yeah. It always seems to be around the same time, too. It's like, what the heck? Alright, let's head back on down. Rename our thing, meet up with Dracidian. I'm gonna have to try to combine a VOD and a half. Well, VOD in a couple minutes, I guess. Ouch. So this VOD will probably be up a little bit later. Than my other ones, unfortunately, guys. Iroh's Wisdom. Did it seriously do that again? I guess maybe we can't name it Iroh's Wisdom. Maybe it won't let us. I think that's the problem. I think it won't let us. At least it gave us our levels back this time. Come on, will you work? I'm afraid to, like, take it off. Seems to be sticking. Alright. Well, let's go poke Darcidian real quick. He's still at our base. Oh no, he already left. Darcidian left. He didn't even stop to say hello. Where the heck did he go? Darcidian! He left. Did he go in my room or something? Doesn't seem like it. No, maybe he did, I don't know. Except for I never go to my bedroom. No, he didn't. Huh. Okay, well, I don't know what happened then. Darcidian was around here being a snoop, perhaps. Did he leave anything? I feel like he would have, like... He came for a reason. I don't know where you are, Darcidian. Did you come and mess around in my chests? That seems like a you thing too, is you go in my chests and like, you know, like further disorganize my chests. I mean, they're already disorganized enough, so. I don't know, nothing's out of place that I can tell. Wait. What? Why is my stuff all messed up? This was not like this earlier. Why is there cobbled deep slate in here? Darcidian, what did you do? I'm very confused, Darcidian. What did you do? You put cobbled deep slate in my thing. That's not where cobbled deep slate goes. Very confused. Alright, well, thank you guys if you came back after the breakage that was the stream. I'm gonna go run over to the thing. And, then we'll end, because I want to take a screenshot real quick of this stuff that we did. And, let's see. So we got all our goodie things. All the goodies. Irish Wisdom will hopefully stay named. I didn't see it in my tower, Darcidian. I didn't know where in my tower you're talking about. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna have to go piece together a stream in a couple minutes. And I guess I will have to check what Darcidian left us. I guess we could go look real quick. It won't hurt us. It won't hurt us to go look real quick. No, but it will rain. Whee! Ouch. We got a box! And we got glowstone and netherite from Darcidian! That means we can make armor. Or, well, we can make armor and a sword. Which means we can change Excalibur into the Skippity Paps like it should be. Thank you, Darcidian. You're awesome. Okay. Let's see. Let's head back down. Yeah, we'll do our armor, and I think we'll change our sword since we don't use our chest plate. So, thank you again, Darcidian. You are awesome. And I'm gonna send you some love. There we go. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I'm sorry that the stream for some reason keeps cutting out. I really don't know why it keeps doing that. I think it's just the internet, like, cutting out at that time for some reason at the same time every night. It's really weird. But hopefully we don't have to deal with that next time, because that would suck. And I'm really tired of it happening, even though it's only happened twice. But yeah, let's go ahead and raid Mrs. Tango, because it's been a while and I like raiding Mrs. Tango, so let's go see her. Bye, guys. And I will see you on Friday for some Persona 4 Golden, which, should be fairly exciting, I think. But we'll see for sure. Alright, bye, guys.